Welcome to Proven and Probable. I'm Maurice Jackson. Before we begin, be sure to give us a thumbs up, and as always, we value your feedback. Be sure to give us your thoughts on today's interview in the comments section below. Joining us for a conversation is Sean Kunkun, the CEO of Dolly Varden Silver, which continues to advance one of the largest high-grade, undeveloped precious metal assets in BC's Golden Triangle, the Kitsault Valley Project. Mr. Kunkun, welcome back to the show, sir.
Thanks, Maurice. Thanks for having me on.
Well, it's great to have you on the program, as Dolly Varden Silver is currently conducting a 25,000 meter drill program on the high-grade gold, silver, and now potentially base metal Kitsault Valley Project, which just announced the first results from the Wolf Vein step-out directional and infill drilling, which has yielded some spectacular results, beginning with hole DV 24404, which your team has identified as the mother hole. Sir, please share the details with us.
Yeah, so, just taking a zoom out of the project at large. Again, we're in BC's Golden Triangle. There's been 1.2 billion ounces of silver found outside of our project, and an additional 155 million ounces of gold. It's one of the richest areas on the planet. Within the confines of our project that we own 100% of, we have a total resource of about 64 million ounces of silver and 1 million ounces of gold. And we have seen significant growth in a particular vein, a particular deposit called the Wolf deposit. And so the Wolf deposit is now up to about 1 kilometer of strike length. And today's results are, it's another 40-meter step out where we drilled over 1,090 grams per ton of silver over 9.38 meters. So today's drill results highlight further expansion and growth of high-grade primary silver on our land package. We have completed about 20,000 meters of drilling. So we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of drill holes to continue to report. But the key here is we're finding, kilo grades over almost 10 meters. This is, world-class, spectacular intercept.
Yeah, and this is, put that into perspective. You just referenced kilo. The traditional underground mine for silver, what are you looking at? Usually around 200 grams per ton. Is that correct? 240?
Yeah, it's a good question, Maurice. What we use at Dolly Varden is we use a 150 gram per ton cutoff. So anything that's not 150 grams, we don't consider that economic, and it's not part of our resource. So, the average grades are out there are probably globally close to that 180 gram mark. A good, what I would consider a good high-grade underground deposit is north of 300 grams per ton. So this would be 3 times richer, more than 3 times richer than some of the highest grade projects out there.
Now, that speaks volumes on the quality of your project there, sir. Now, the mother hole is being accommodated with 3 additional holes identified as the daughter holes. Where are the daughter holes in proximity to the mother hole, and when can shareholders expect results on the daughter holes?
Yeah, no, and I want to talk about this because this is not just about finding high-grade silver in a safe jurisdiction. This is about a team that we've actually saved $1.6 million through this method of directional drilling. And the reason for that is by drilling that initial mother hole and going down, a few hundred meters, instead of then fanning out from the drill rig and drilling additional holes, we're actually leveraging that first few hundred meters, and then so we're saving that as we fan out. And those results, I'm anticipating them imminently. And but it's a method that wasn't just used on hole 404. It's been used throughout the Wolf drilling. So it's going to reduce the number of meters drilled, and therefore, I've calculated the savings to be about $1.6 million.
Well, as a proud shareholder, thank you for being a good steward of capital there, sir.
You're welcome, Maurice.
Now, some shareholders have become accustomed, if not spoiled, I might say of myself, of the high-grade gold and silver results that Dolly Varden continually produces. However, today, the press release also produced a pleasant surprise in the form of rich base metals. Can you fill us in on the details on that?
Yeah, what we're finding is historically the Dolly Varden Silver Project. If we look back at Dolly, we look back at Torbrit, they've been 99% silver. However, at the Wolf vein, particularly, we started to see elevated base metal as we got deeper. So I think it was the drill hole last season, 375, where we drilled about 300 grams of silver over approximately 27 meters. So it was an incredible hole, 27 meters of 300 grams silver. However, if you factored in the lead and zinc, it took the silver equivalent number to 461. And we'd never seen that before in the historic Dolly Varden mine or the past producing Torbrit mine. So this is a new event that we're seeing, and we welcome it, we celebrate it. We're not getting away from those strong silver numbers. We're just enhancing them with the lead zinc kick.
Now, how do the results from today further increase your team's confidence for potential bulk underground mining?
Well, again, getting, it's one thing to have half a meter of 1,000 grams per ton of silver. That's what you might expect in an epithermal system. But to get 9.3 meters of over 1,090 grams per ton silver, this is a big system. It looks like it's getting wider at depths. It wouldn't surprise me if some of the upcoming drill holes got even greater thickness in the vein widths. So we'll just have to see as we continue to test the extent of this deposit, what the results are going to be. And I just want to point out one other fact here. We've been really successful and on the Wolf vein, and I think that's because of where the deposit is situated. And it's where we're making this discovery. And I don't want to, I got to be careful with the word predictable. Mining and exploration is a very humbling business. But, if you look at what's happening is in between the sedimentary cap, so the sediments, and the Jurassic Age Hazelton formation, right on that contact is where we're continuing to track this vein, and it's nestled right up against the sediments, and we're finding 20, 30, 40 meter wide high grade silver right up against that contact. And so it's predictable. We're able to successfully continue to step out, and a 40 meter step out is a pretty significant step out. And we've had step outs as big as 217 meters, but I think these results, again, we have created a brand of high-grade silver and high-grade gold, and the results from today's drilling are consistent with that brand.
Now, in terms of news flow, I think you have about 1/3 of your current drill program allocated towards the Wolf, and then another third here and another third there. So my question is, in terms of news flow, will it be coming from the Wolf next or somewhere else on the project?
The Wolf is in the queue. So you're absolutely right. We're doing about 1/3 of that program up at Homestake, 1/3 at Wolf, and then 1/3 regionally on exploration. So what's next in the queue is some more Wolf results, and then further in the season we'll get up to that. We'll be reporting from the 3 rigs that we have turning at that new gold discovery up at Homestake.
And I asked you this last time, but is there still a potential that we might expand to 25,000 meters, sir?
I think so. I think as we, I think as of yesterday, we drilled 21,000 meters. As we at the rate we're going and the success we're having, I am encouraging. And again, it's all data dependent and data driven, and the data is telling us that we need to expand this program.
All right.
It wouldn't surprise me if we can continue through the 25,000 meters.
All right, sir. In closing, what keeps you up at night that we don't know about?
My new puppy.
Okay, what kind of puppy do you have?
The family just got a new multi-poo. So
Okay.
that's the only thing keeping me up at night right now, Maurice.
All right, sir. Last question, and that is, what did I forget to ask?
Nothing, Maurice. Very thorough as usual. You're the consummate professional.
Thank you, sir, for the kind words. Mr. Kun, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Wishing you and Dolly Varden Silver the absolute best, sir.
Thank you.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.